Hey, I needed to get out of the building. Been sending emails out all day, and hopefully some of you have received them, and I'm glad you're checking them out. We've had a kind of a busy day. Got people buying cars, getting ready to go out the door. I saw Aria over there. Someone just got a Leaf. Just set an appointment for us. I was like, oh man. That is the life though here at the shop. So always cars coming in, always cars going out, and hey, that is what it's supposed to do. So starting down on the Mitsubishi side tonight. Just want to make sure everyone out there is doing all right. You've got your vehicle treating you well. When I make calls to the service customers that are coming in, I just want to make sure that A, the car's doing all right. B, if it's not, that we're able to help out. And that's kind of the story of the day. Like, there's some people just go, no more calls to sell my car to you. I get it, but that's not necessarily my intent. My intent is to make sure that you're doing okay. For example, later on this day, there was a gentleman who needed a vehicle because his current vehicle needed more work than it was worth. It was 200,000 miles in and just trashed. And he came in, we were able to sit down, have a talk, and create a financial plan for him to afford a more reliable vehicle. That also gives him the freedom and option to get into a warranty that's helpful in making sure that the vehicle remains reliable. And that's kind of the game. I mean, we're in the business of helping people, and we're able to do that through some really well-established brands, and I love them. Like, the more I learn about what Nissan's doing, what Mitsubishi's doing, and seeing their models come out, they're really doing a great job to take care of people, thank goodness. And that's what this game's all about. So I just wanted to do that for the quick lot walk. If you did see anything that was standing out in the background there, maybe something like this Xterra would fit your fancy. That's a little bit bigger than the original, so that's a good one to jump into. Actually in really good condition too, so any Xterra fans out there, let me know. I'll hook you up with a good deal. Call me, 720-731-7203. Email me, tyler@valleynissan.com. Or just call in here to the shop. We're at 1005 Ken Pratt Boulevard, Longmont, Colorado. So seriously, it's got to be the best place to do business. I've never experienced a crew like this one across all the industries I've worked for. It is phenomenal. These guys are great and good and honest and hardworking. They got the ethics, you know? So it's worth coming here over anywhere else, I'm sure, even nationwide. So please give us a call and we'll help you out. Hey guys, I don't know what's prompting this, but I just feel so inclined. I've got a couple minutes. I want to show you something that I'm very proud of and worked hard to find, especially finding the right deal on. I don't want to show this to brag. I just want to show this to kind of go, hey, look guys, there's still some cool things out there in the world. You never know where you're going to find it. You never know what opportunity is going to present to you. So let me show you my Z32. So I actually found this fair lady through the shop. A customer had called in and wanted to sell it to someone here at the store. She was looking for the right family, the right buyer to send it to. She had only put on about 87,000 miles to it. So yeah, she's actually in really, really great condition. So I've had all the dents that were there pulled out. We've got all the paint corrected and everything's stock. So she really is quite the find. And as you can tell, she's still pretty quiet. A couple things to improve on, some personality, but you know, I just can't get over the shape of this car. I think she's one of the very, very best designs that was ever made. All right, so like I said, a couple of personalities here. ABS lights on. At this point, it's probably due to a speed sensor that needs to be replaced, as I've replaced all the fluids, and that's usually step one to figuring it out. It does have the original radio, which I have actually here next to me in the back seat. But yeah, just wanted to look into doing an upgrade. It was really simple to pull that apart and figure it out. Well, let me show you the leather here, because this is actually kind of the more impressive part of it. The interior is just in like phenomenal condition. So there's still like, you know, some cracks and wear from having been exposed to the sun. I just have the one little hole right there. So I'm wondering how to fix that, because it's probably was going to require a new panel right there. So I don't know how that'll work, but it's kind of the adventure of having an old car like this, is being able to figure out solutions to problems and trying to figure out what that next step is. It's kind of like a big puzzle, a big model, and that's kind of what got me into cars in the first place, was just sitting down to do models as a extracurricular activity. But yeah, I mean, even the back seats here are still there. I've got the original cover for the back. The T-tops do not leak, and I still have the panels for those too. So it was really, really a lucky find, and I just crossed over 90,000 miles with it. So super stellar. I gotta get out of this back seat, which still folds down. So feels like I got a coupe, because I do, but I also have that 2+2 for when the kids want to come away. All right, as you can see here, I've got the engine. Couple things to improve on, of course, but still very minor issues. Nothing crazy popping out at us. So it's been really, really good. Still revs up quite nice. We just, you know, hit the gas and go. At any rate, now I'm no Z expert, I'm not a mechanic, but I sure do love it. And I think this is going to be a real fun car to have going in the future. It's not so much a project, but it's a good place to start. All right, I'm going to head out of here, get going to work. I mean home from work. Sometimes you forget which direction you're heading. But I'm going to pull out here on the main street. When I get to a light, I'll show you how it sounds when we get going off the start. It has been a lot of fun. I love the way the Z's handle. If you were to notice where I sit from the side of the vehicle, I'm pretty much centered. I don't feel like there's a lot of rocking back and forth, or what do you want to say about it? I feel like I'm centered in the vehicle. If I were in like a BRZ, I felt like I've been slightly back, and yeah, it's comfortable. I think those handle very well, but I also am really loving the way that the Z line keeps me centered, and that if I'm going around a tight corner, I'm taking it with some speed, I feel very, very confident in its handling. And that's kind of what got me excited about the Z's in the first place, was their engineering. I thought the Z32 design of all of them, especially when you integrate the Hickus design for four-wheel steering, I think that's incredible. I would love to try it. This one doesn't have it, but there's other features that were way ahead of its time, and it's just a really cool, classy vehicle. Too much gas. But I will will say it definitely feels happier up there above 4,000 RPMs. Oh goodness. Anyway, if only this was manual, right? But I am extremely grateful for it. It's so much fun. Well, I hope that is just kind of a good, useful, get to know you kind of featurette. So yeah, I love the Z. I've loved the whole line. You know, starting way back with the 70s design, I love how classic that looks. And then in the 80s, you kind of get that space age 80s vibe from it. I love the dash on those from the 85. Oh, anyway, the Z31's got the digital dash. It's just so much fun to watch. And then this, I think, was the best design of them until you get to the design this year, the new Nissan Z, which there are a few in our region. If you're ever looking for, we can track one down. I'm excited to drive one, hoping that chance comes soon. It's been out for about a year, and I got to sit in one last spring, kind of coming out of winter. Had it on the showroom floor. It was the automatic. Wasn't sure if I wanted it until the Z Nismo came out this year for 2024. So that is actually really exciting. Ooh, I want to track one down because I would love to park it next to this guy in the garage. Did get a chance to drive a 370Z Nismo, and I loved it. It was so much fun. So hopefully we can track down some good stuff in the future, and hey, let's go have some fun with cars. I've had lots of fun with my bicycles over the years. A lot of people will know me for, you know, bike racing and being very adamant about training, and the whole sports physiology was a big thing for me for a lot of years. Still is. Just didn't have the opportunity like I'm having here to make a living. So hey, we've got a living going. We've got fun people to work with. We've got cool cars to hang out with and do fun things. So anyway, nice chat with you. Good to know you a bit better. Glad you're able to get to know me better. Call me, text me, let's get in touch.